Good kick straight to the numbers of the Suns.
Cornelius almost, Zorko almost, Merritt, you bet, first goal of the afternoon.
You know, you're obviously working with the umpires quite a fair bit, and in terms of you know, how your game was adjudicated throughout the week and or on the weekend, and so we'll do that again this week. All we're after is that we don't get players that are taking things into their own hands. I mean, you know, Simon Black to me was probably a perfect example. Is, you know, where he probably lashed out when he didn't need to, when he was getting held onto, and you know, and as a result, a ball player of 310 games is, you know, I think he almost got suspended. So we don't want that. So you know, I guess some contests that we need to be able to focus on and keep trying to get some clarification around is, you know, Brownie and whatever tactics are being used against him, and some of our ball players, more in particular, probably Rich and Blackie. So that's going to be continual dialogue, I guess. But for our members and fans, we're in constant dialogue with them. Well, I haven't officially sat down with Blackie, but you know, we'll get to do that hopefully over the next couple of weeks. Chat about where his headspace is at. You know, we'll constantly look at other things with Blackie that I guess you put to him, and you know, there's a bit of a stigma around the. Interesting reading Shane Crawford's article around the sub and how that's used, and you know, there's some merit in that, but there's still a stigma attached to the sub and wearing a jacket, and putting a great player in a jacket doesn't necessarily look that great. So, but you know, if it means making the longevity of our players that little bit longer, and they can still add something extremely valuable to us, then we'll look at all options, especially when we're probably managing Blackie's body a little bit just at this present time.